Okay, so hopefully you've got your calculators.
Yeah, I do.
So this is the final one that I want to go through with you. It's not the end of the whole transformation of functions thing, but it's the final one we want to work through today. So we're going to look at if we've got what transformation does applying a k times the function. So k f of x means k times f of x. So this is, like I've said before, this is applying something outside of the function. Okay, I've put a y equals because you're going to be looking at the graphs of whatever the function is. Okay, so as before, you're going to use your calculator. If you've only got one per table, and I spot there's a lack of calculators around the room, you'd have to work together. So what I've given you again is there's a linear function, 3x minus 1, or there's a quadratic at x squared plus 2x. Right? I've shown you what happens. So if you have two lots of f of x, you are doing 2 times whatever the function wants. Right? 2 lots of g of x is just 2 times. Now that 2 could be anything. In fact, I've just used 2. It's just to keep the numbers small. Maybe we ought to investigate if it was a half or a negative value or something. But we'll just start with 2 lots of f of x and 2 lots of g of x. So using your calculators, I would like you to find out what do you think it is. Now, bearing in mind we've already talked about translations and reflections and the effect of doing something outside the function or inside the function, you should now be developing some idea, some understanding of what you think is likely to happen. Whether you get it spot on or not, doesn't really matter, but some kind of understanding of where you think we're going to. So maybe have a think, what do I think multiplying outside the function will do? Will it change the x coordinates? Will it change the y coordinates? Will it change both of them? If I'm multiplying, what kind of transformation do I think that is? Bearing in mind we've already done translations and reflections. So there's only a couple left to think about. Alright? So see whether you can decide, what do you think? Is that clear? You're okay with what you're going to do? So work together, have a bit of a chat. If you want to get the big whiteboards out to make some sketches of what you see, have a go.